Now, here in the UK, we have just headed over into British summertime. And this is a time of year where the clocks go forward, so it seems as though we get an additional hour of daylight. Now, this is ideal for all you side hustlers out there. You feel like you've got an extra hour, so let's maximize and use that to our advantage. So today I wanted to take you through 5 side hustles that you can get going with right now. They all kind of vary in degrees of money that you need to put into it up front, but honestly, none of these that I'm taking you through today are going to break the bank. So, first of all, I wanted to talk to you about reselling vintage and pre-loved clothes. Now, you can do this over on apps like Vinted, you can do it on eBay. There are so many different apps out there that are just for this purpose. There are so many stores out there on eBay that are making just so much money by doing this. One of the best ways that I think you can do this is to go onto eBay and actually mistype words in on purpose. For example, if you typed in something like jeans, but put in 2 N's or JEENS, something like that, you will be surprised at how many people list items with typos. And what this means is that their products, their items that they're selling are never going to sell for very much, because people just, they won't find those listings unless they've also misspelt the item. So what this means is that you can go out there, you can get yourself a bargain, get it delivered, and then you can sell it for a profit. And how do you do this? I mean, that just sounds so easy. All you need to do is really work on your product listing photos. Now, this person here is a seller that I have bought from in the past. I've bought many different items from them. And what you can see is she just stages the pictures just so lovely. You know, it's hung up on a door. It looks like it's been washed, ironed. It's presented beautifully. You've got the flowers going over. And I'm not saying that you need to copy this identically. If you've got, for example, a hanger, and you've got your jumper on there, for example, and it's all kind of crooked and skewed and the lighting's really bad, I can promise you, you will not get anywhere near as much for it as if it is well presented. So the upfront cost of this is really whatever you want it to be. You can just start by flipping things that are already in your wardrobe, or you can go out there and buy, you know, someone else's secondhand goods and kind of jazz them up a little bit. And then if you keep reinvesting, that pot gets bigger and bigger. And that's essentially what so many people out there are doing. Next up, I wanted to talk to you about flipping something very, very specific. And this is Lego. Now, who does not love these tiny little building blocks? They're so much fun, so creative. Lego sells at such a premium. If you've got any up there in your loft, in your attic, dig it out. Get it sold out on eBay and you can make some really, really great profits. You've got sets like this one that sell upwards of £600. Now, if you've got this set lying around, don't just sit on it if you're not going to do anything else with it. Sell it, make money from it. And at the end of the day, what are we going to do with these material things? You can have it up in your loft gathering dust, or we can take it out there and we can sell. Now, you might be thinking, well, I can't afford to go out there and buy £600 Lego, and I'm not suggesting that. What I'm suggesting is that you look again for the bargains. You go out there, you go thrifting, you buy it when it's on offer, and then you sell it for more. And you really do need to think about your profit margins. Really, you want about a 30 to 40% markup on these. So if you're buying something at, say, 50% off, that is ideal. You can offer this at a price whereby your customer will still get it cheaper than buying it new. If you can buy second-hand Lego sets, that's great as well. Now, as I mentioned, summertime is here, and what do we all need to be focusing on right now? Gardens. So if you have even just a little bit of skill, you can go out there and you can offer to cut people's grass. If you think you're charging, say, £20 an hour just for a grass cut, it maybe takes half an hour for an average sized garden. You're talking £40 an hour there. If you're doing that 8 hours a day, 40 times 8 is £240 a day. Is that right? Yes, so you're talking £240 a day if you did an 8-hour day. Right now, you've got additional time, demand is going to be high. You can also offer other services such as trimming back hedges, bushes, pruning flowers, planting flowers, relaying grass seed, cleaning up patios. If you've got the skill, you could offer more, such as like laying decking and things like that, and you can charge a premium for these services. Now, all you need to do is to get your name out there. You could do this by simply creating yourself a Facebook group or a Instagram page or something along those lines. Equally, you can simply go and door knock. You can go and put flyers through people's doors, put up a sign on lampposts. Like, there are so many different ways that you can advertise this. And you will be surprised at the number of people that need help in their gardens, or they just don't, they might enjoy sitting in the garden, but they don't enjoy gardening. So if you're making, let's just say the base, £240 a day, times that just by 5, that actually equates to £1,200 per week. So that's £4,800 per month. Now, who wouldn't love that? Now, I'm not saying it's for everyone. It is hard work. It is a manual labour. But equally, what I'm saying is that you can earn so much more than that. So why not give it a go if you've got the energy and you need the time as well. So even if you were to just do it a couple of hours each evening or just do the weekends, you could still make really good profits. And what I would do is I would build up those businesses and then perhaps start to reinvest that money into tools and things that can help you make that business run a little smoother. Now, you do need to bear in mind that kind of by the time October comes, there might be a quick kind of garden cleanup, getting it ready for the winter. But then sort of October through to March, here in the UK, there will not be too much work. So you need to think about those downtimes as well. Now, how about freelancing? Have you ever thought about that? Do you have a skill? Something such as a copywriter, a thumbnail maker, perhaps you're really amazing at graphic design. Have you got a KDP business and you're creating your own covers? Why not create them for other people and make money that way? Now, you can upload these gigs over on Fiverr, Upwork, and many other websites, but these are some of the most popular. Now, if you are creating something like an Amazon KDP cover, you can actually charge like £60 plus for that. How much time you put into that is up to you. But there are people out there that have got queues of people waiting. You can also offer to create interiors for customers. If it's thumbnails, free for £10 or $12 seems to be about right. And just think about that creative flair. Make sure that you're listening to your customer's brief, and before you know it, you'll be listed as a top seller. This is an incredible way to do it. You can do this all year round. You can fit it around work if you are using it as a side hustle. And then when you get to profits that are large enough for you to drop back, then there you are. You've created your very own business. You've made yourself sustainable. And lastly, why not think about creating your very own digital download store? Now, digital downloads means that you have not got to worry about shipping. You do not have to worry about pretty much anything. The only thing that you may get, which you can pre-plan for, is technical questions. How do I download your product? How do I use it in this format? How do I use it in that format? So you can create a document to help with that. So again, if you've got that graphic design experience or you're creating KDP covers, you can actually sell these over on platforms such as Creative Fabrica. If you're creating digital products such as posters and things like that, you can sell these over on Etsy, Amazon, eBay. Like, there are so many different options, and you can make really good money by doing this. If you think you might sell a, let's just say, 3 posters for £10. And let's just say you manage to get your sales up to £10 to 10 sales per day. You've spent maybe, let's just say, 5 hours creating these 3 posters. And, you know, you might have spent a lot less. It depends. Maybe you've created something like with a quote on it. So you're simply taking that quote, putting it on your poster, and maybe putting a little bit of art. So it might only take you half an hour to an hour. But let's just say it's taking you 5 hours. You're selling these 3 posters for £10 and you're selling 10 per day. So that's £100 a day. Easy. And you have nothing to do aside from the customer service. So if it was 356 days, £10, that's £3,560 a year. And that's just off your one product. Imagine you've got 10 of those. Now you're talking 35,000. And imagine you've got even more of those and you're selling 100 a day. Now you're into your 6-figure selling. And all you're doing is spending a bit of time maintaining this. Now you can really boost these sales and marketing by creating your Instagram, Facebook pages, Pinterest, so that you're selling on these other platforms. So you're actually driving in traffic. But even if you spend half an hour a day on those platforms, I mean, you are quids in. So now I really hope that one of those tips really speaks to you. They are quite varied. I really wanted to appeal to a variety of you, and I know that we all have got different skill sets. So whatever your skill is, I want you to know that there is a side hustle out there for you. I can't wait to see you all next time. See you soon. Bye.